Are you listening? Damn.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. So today I filmed... What just happened? Today I filmed this look. If you guys liked it and want to know how to recreate it, then please just keep on watching. I have already applied the Urban Decay eye primer onto my lid, so I'm just setting that all in with my Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder in the shade Translucent. And then moving on, I am applying the Stark shade from the Gwen Stefani palette by Urban Decay onto my crease and just blending that all out to use as a transitioning shade. Then I'm going to be applying the shade Salted Caramel from the Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette by Too Faced, and also using it as a transitioning shade. I'm going to be applying it all over my crease. Now I'm going to be using the shade Zone from the Gwen Stefani palette and focusing it onto my outer corners and then bringing it into the crease just to add a little bit of depth to my eyes. Repeating the same process as before, I'm going to be using the shade Semi-Sweet from the Chocolate Bar palette and just adding a little bit of smokiness to my outer corners and then blending it all in to avoid any harsh lines. Now I'm going to be mixing the shades Champagne Truffle and Marzipan from the Chocolate Bar palette and just applying that all over my lids. I did spray a little bit of my Smashbox face primer onto my brush just so that the shadows would come up a little bit more pigmented on my eyelids. And now I'm just blending that all in to avoid harsh lines and then cleaning it up with a cotton tip to make the whole look seem a bit more crisp and clean. Now I'm just using my e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer and applying it in the areas where I feel like my pores are a little bit more visible. And then moving on to my Nivea Men Post Shave Balm, I'm applying that all over my face and using it as a primer. It is a really good primer, but it has given me a lot of pimples, so I'm not using it as much. Now I'm going to be mixing my Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation in the shade Light 45 and my Stila All Day Foundation in the shade Bare 1 just to match my neck a little bit better, and just applying that with a flat foundation brush and then blending it all in with a beauty blender. I did prefer to blend my foundation in with a damp beauty blender because I feel like it gives me a more flawless finish, and it is also so easy to apply and I just love it. Now I'm just going in with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the shade Light Neutral and applying that under my eyes and all the high points of my face just to kind of highlight and also cover up those dark circles. Once again, I'm going to be picking up my beauty blender and blending that all in. Honestly, you guys, this is the best concealer I have ever tried in my life, and if you guys know of any drugstore concealers that come close to this one, please let me know because I'm looking to buy a more affordable concealer that is almost as good as this one. Now I'm going to be setting those areas where I just applied concealer with the Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder, and then moving on with a big fluffy brush, I'm going to be setting the rest of my face again with the same powder. After this step, I decided to fill in my eyebrows off camera because everyone does it differently and I feel like it wasn't necessary for me to show mine. But I ended up using the Chi Chi brow pencil in the shade Taupe, and then I'm just using this shadow from the Beauty and the Go NYX palette and highlighting my brow bone. It doesn't have a name, but it's just a white shadow. Then I'm going to be going in with the shade Zone from the Gwen Stefani palette and just applying that underneath my waterline just to add a little bit of color, and then highlighting my inner corners with the shade Champagne Truffle. Now I'm going to be moving on to contouring, and I'm going to be applying the Hoola Bronzer by Benefit onto my cheekbones. And I decided not to do a harsh contour or contour my whole entire face because I wanted to keep it quite simple for this look. Now I'm going to be bronzing up my face using the Betty Luminizer by The Balm, and just using a little bit of that I'm going to be adding a little bit of color to my face. Moving on, I'm using the Sephora blush in the shade Love at First Sight and just applying that to the apples of my cheeks. To highlight my face, I'm going to be using this Avon highlighter in the shade ALFK3. It is a very cheap and affordable highlighter, but it does the job and I love it. Now I'm just setting my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray and then applying my falsies and mascara off camera. Then going to move on to lips, I'm going to be applying the Chi Chi lip liner in the shade Malice and the MAC lipstick in the shade Honey Love. I love this combination, and I love this lipstick because it's such a nice nude / caramel shade, and yeah. So this is the finished makeup look, and now that that's over and done with, let's move on to the outfit. So that concludes this video. I hope that you guys liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I will be uploading a new video soon, so keep on the lookout for that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I love you. Bye.